Hello, Jesse Good here, and today I'm counting down the top 5 smallest LEGO license themes. By smallest, I mean license themes with the least number of sets. I've set up some rules for the sets within the themes to be able to meet the criteria of being counted. I'll not be counting sets released under LEGO Dimensions, LEGO Ideas, or any sub-themes since there are a lot of one-off properties found there. Also, I will ignore keychains and magnets released. All music tracks will be listed in the bottom right-hand corner as they play, and without further ado, let's get into this. Coming in at number 5 is a 4-way tie, all with 6 sets. There's Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time from 2010, Ben 10 from 2010, Scooby-Doo from 2015, and the Angry Birds movie from 2016. Weird how half are based on video game movies and the other half are based on Warner Bros. Cartoons. Well, with the video game movie themes, I mean it's clear that these were planned to be one and done. The model makes sense. Cash it in on a property while the film is in theaters. Only while it's in theaters. I don't think we'll ever see more Prince of Persia sets as the film did poorer than Disney had hoped. I mean, the same model would be used with the Lone Ranger theme 3 years later, but that got 2 polybags while Prince of Persia only got 1. Maybe we'll get more Angry Birds sets as a sequel is on the way because the film did pretty decently at the box office. Ben 10 was a failure of a theme. I mean, from what I saw and heard, the sets were shelf warmers. Nobody wanted them. I'm not sure if the Scooby-Doo set sold well, but I mean, it did technically last 2 years. The final set was a polybag release this year. Heck, we'll probably get more polybags if LEGO and Warner Bros. Release multiple animated LEGO Scooby-Doo films, which the press really strongly hinted at. Still, I'm not sure why they didn't release more wide-release construction sets in the theme. Hopefully we'll get some sets with the release of the 2018 animated Scooby-Doo film. Next on the list is the Mickey Mouse theme, which only had 5 sets released. Yeah, many of you may not have known it, but LEGO released a system-based Mickey Mouse theme in the year 2000. One was a bucket and the other 4 were larger playsets. I suppose the lack of many sets were due to poor sales, but I have no proof to such since LEGO is very tight on releasing sales figures. These are definitely made for smaller kids, but are not Duplo. I need to get my hands on some, as many LEGO fans call this the successor to Fabuland, which I think is fitting, since many use pieces from the Fabuland line, as the minifigures are quite bigger than normal figures. Of course, we got LEGO Mickey and Minnie 16 years later in a normal minifigure form with the Disney minifigure series. Still waiting on Pluto, though. Number 3 on the list is the Speed Racer line, which lasted 1 year in 2008 and only had 4 sets. These were based off the film and not the popular anime. I mean, looking at this, I can sort of tell why they were only 4 sets, and a lot of it is for the same reason as the Angry Birds line. First off, this was the first film in a new franchise, which is always risky because of the lack of evidence that the film will do well in ticket sales. You see, if LEGO is looking into releasing sets based on a film from an existing movie franchise, the company can judge whether the toys will sell based on the previous movie's box office success and toy sales. The second reason is that there seems to be a lack of popular vehicles to recreate in LEGO form. This is evident with the use of the same exact build in 2 different sets, Racer X's car, which isn't LEGO being lazy, but rather LEGO trying to package in a prominent vehicle to attract potential buyers. Again, this is all just my own speculation, but I think it's what makes sense the most. The second smallest LEGO license themes ever are the Simpsons and Ghostbusters. Both technically only have 2 sets released in each. However, each have more sets for Dimensions, and the Simpsons has 2 LEGO minifigure series, and Ghostbusters has a LEGO Ideas set. I can speculate why each were such small themes. I personally believe the Simpsons themes were planned to only last 2 years. LEGO was testing the water to see if a licensed LEGO minifigure series would sell, and The Simpsons was a show celebrating 25 years on air, so Fox sought new merchandising partners to cash in. It seems 2015 had no licensed minifigure series planned, thus The Simpsons Series 2 took the spot for May 2015. LEGO saw that the best opportunity to release sets for the show was when the new minifigure series released, thus the 2 sets were born. For Ghostbusters, the LEGO Ideas set was a hit. Sony saw this as a perfect opportunity to put out new Ghostbusters toys from the original films as well as the new movie, which led to the release of the huge HQ set for collectors celebrating the first film, and an affordable new Ecto one promoting the new film. So the smallest LEGO license theme also has 2 sets while applying to all my rules. But if you take away my rules, there's still only 2 single sets, which is something I couldn't say with The Simpsons or Ghostbusters. The theme is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Some of you may haven't even known this was a theme. The sets were released in 2006 when the show was in its second season. It's a darn shame the theme didn't last for more than a year and that we didn't get any sets on the sequel series, as the show has developed a huge fan base online since. Now, both sets go for at least 200 sealed each, which is friggin' crazy considering the smallest was originally priced at $30 and the largest was priced at $50. Why did the theme get so few sets? Well, from what I heard, the Avatar theme was released alongside the SpongeBob theme as a way to judge which would be more popular with kids. I guess the SpongeBob theme was just a better seller as it lasted for like 7 years. Plus, since Avatar had a planned ending, it was guaranteed that the toy lines wouldn't last for more than 3 years due to the lack of the show to accompany the toys. I mean, it's all sad to hear because I love the show, but we have to face reality. Now that Megablox has the Nickelodeon license, I'm not sure if we'll ever get more LEGO Avatar sets. Anyways, that is my list. Let me know which themes were your favorites from the list by posting in the comment section, as well as any that I may have missed. That's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.